Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Piper Lily. I'm going to start this Goodwill haul off with these beautiful boxes that I found. I thought they went together, so I put them over in my buggy, but then when I got to looking at them before I checked out, I realized they were two different boxes for two different products. This one would have been a Barbie teenage fashion model brunette bubble cup. Bought at, I can't read that, something Frank Company for $3. I thought that was really neat. It's a beautiful box. Still got some of the little wrapping paper attached to it. Vintage wrapping paper. But you know, since it's in sort of a questionable state, I thought, you know, it could be used for bookmarks, or, you know, if someone's out there's looking for an actual, you know, box to go with their vintage Barbie. I don't have any vintage Barbies, but anyway, if you know, let me know in the comments. And then I found this one, which would have been a Ken. He's a doll. Barbie's boyfriend. Oh, I just thought this was so cute. And it's got the damage on it also. I mean, it's been through a lot all these years. But so fashionable. So preppy. Oh. But anyway, so I have these boxes. And let's see what else I got. I got a little kiss clasp. I love these. This is Eelskin. I remember this straight out of the 80s. That was a real popular, Eelskin was. But anyway, so I love to pick these up. One day I plan on repurposing some of these, especially the ones I got that are in bad condition. But this one's in good condition. Found another little evening bag I thought was beautiful. Looks like it might be missing some beads, but I mean, you can hardly even tell. It has a little rhinestones at the top. Good condition inside. I think this is the haul. I wasn't in Goodwill very long. This is the bins that I'm talking about. I think I spent $8. It wasn't a lot at all because it just wasn't heavy. But got these. I don't know how old these are, but I thought that I was gonna look up this name brand, but it's Croptics of London. Not optics, but Croptics. So I wasn't sure. These look very 90-ish. I don't know, but they're sunglasses. Thought that was a cool find at the bins. Now I have an old Cricut, one of the first ones that came out. I think it may have been the first one. And so, you know, you had to have all of these, had to get all these little cartridges. And I have not upgraded because I just don't use it as much. What I use mine for is perfect for what I have used it for. But oh, looks like I got some little extra stuff in there. But anyway, all the stuff was here, and I only have a couple of these cartridges because they were expensive at the time. And but when I found this one and it was complete, I just grabbed it and threw it over in my buggy. And then I got this one also. If you're not familiar with the Goodwill bins, everything is measured in weight. So it doesn't matter what you get. It's just going to be measured in weight. So, I mean, anytime I find something like this, I think that's just a great deal there. Found this little handkerchief that was hand done. Thought that was very pretty. Very beautiful. And this was a fun piece. And I'm just assuming this would have been for a cell phone. I don't know. Like a wristlet. I don't know if that's hand done, but it's cute. Just picked it up. I'll give that to someone that'll appreciate that. This little hanger. I don't know where it's from. I mean, it's originally from, it's $8.99, probably Walmart or something, but I thought it was cute. And those of you who know that I'm in an apartment, so everything I own is in storage right now, and it will be for until we get a house. But this all wood. It's got the raffia, and I might just hang that on my door, just, you know, give it a little fall flair. This I thought was neat. I make homemade cards just for my family and friends, and I always write on the back my name and the date of the year. And I thought, if I get this, since I found this at the bins, it's real tedious. I'm not going to sit there and do phrases and stuff. I know myself. I'd rather just write it and get it over with. But I got this so I could just stamp, you know, my last name on the back and then the date, and then, you know, that it's homemade. And, you know, I've seen these. I've always thought they were interesting. I never wanted to purchase them. Like I said, just, you know, getting this and putting the name and filling all that in was just, I would think, too much. But anyway, so now I have one and I'm going to use it. Don't know if that ink is any good, but that doesn't matter. I've got tons of ink. This hat, Titleist men's hat, it's in really good condition. So, I don't know what size that is, but anyway, picked that up. I thought this was very, very pretty. A friend of mine took a class on how to make this. The silk, somehow you integrate this silk with this wool. You get it wet. There's a method, and she paid, gosh, I know it was well over $100 for this class. And I saw hers, which was very pretty, but she said it is tedious to do this. I mean, you have to know what you're doing. So someone has made this one, and it has ended up, you know, in the bins, and I grabbed it. So, oh, it looks like it's not handmade. Hold up. Well, let's see, it could be handmade. Pomegranate Moon. So, yeah, it's a company. I didn't see that at first. But I think these are handmade, unless they found a way to do some kind of a machine. But I just thought this was beautiful. So I'm keeping it. Can't wait to wear that. Moving on to my rubber boots. I'm so glad I found these. My husband and I go metal detecting, and I always have my tennis shoes on, and I needed some rubber boots. Just, you know, didn't get around to buying any, and these are my size, so I'll probably keep these. They're in great condition. The ones I did have had a slit, it was cut, and because they were cheap, you know, just your big store cheap. So I think these are nicer. So I'm glad I found those. Now this is a tablecloth or a bed covering. I'm not sure. They probably used it as a tablecloth because it's got the yellow staining. I can just imagine, you know, just some grease or butter or whatever got on that. But very pretty design. I know that these were what I want to call, I hate to say mass produced, because maybe they were done by hand, you know, in a different country, but very beautiful, delicate work on there. And I just don't think that the yellow can come out. I may be wrong on that, and I hate to cut it up, but I know that people repurpose these, and so I'll try to sell it, but it would have to be as is. I've tried to get that yellow out. I'm just no good at it. Looks like there's some over there, but you know, I love handmade things. A lot of love went into that. I have found some vintage clothes. This is vintage 1993, and it's a fraternity shirt. But what I thought was so interesting about this one is that if you look inside, it's reversible. It's got, hold on just a second. It's got their name inside of it, and I just thought, wow. I mean, they're probably a dime a dozen. I've just never seen it. My son didn't have one. But anyway, the fraternity is inside and out. So I'm going to try to put that on up for sale, because I know that those are sought after, and we don't need it, but I grabbed it. Now this is something I would have worn. This is straight out of the 80s, or this is J.G. Hook, and it's a sleeveless sweater, and I remember wearing these in high school. And this is J.G. Hook. I mean, I don't know that I had that name brand, because that would have been what my mama said, too expensive. So anyway, got that. My daughter may want this. She's into the some of that look, you know. Found this beautiful linen. Well, I say linen. It's rayon polyester, but it's dry. It feels like linen, looks like linen. It's in great condition. Made in Japan. Now this size 16 is not our size 16 now. Just saying, because that right there, you can see my finger, that right there is the waistline. But it's definitely vintage clothing, and it's in good shape, and I had to pick it up out of the bins. It's a great color. Oh, and it's got pockets. Ooh, that's always a good thing. And my last thing that I got today was this vintage Calvin Klein. Now, when I call vintage, I mean, it's probably, I don't know about this one. I'm thinking 90s. But it is a single stitch. Single stitch. And it's actually in really good condition. It has like a little bit of a tinge of yellow back there. But other than that, it doesn't have any big staining. I think, I'm thinking, let's see if you can see it. This right here was meant to be here. I don't know. I don't know if that's from where or not, but I'm going to put it up for sale, but I just thought that was really cool. Well, thanks for joining me today, y'all. If you haven't subscribed to my channel and you would like to, just click subscribe, and I'd love to hear from you. And if you want to hear or get a just click the bell, and then you'll know when I've uploaded a new video. All right, y'all. Have a great day. Bye.